Hello, I'm Jeremy Holiday, and this is my Module 4, the KISA assignment for AEP 855 Educational Leadership. I had the chance to sit down with my principal this week and ask him about KISA and the 4Rs specifically, and I also asked him about where he saw our district being at right now and our building, and he saw us more along the model institution as opposed to just beginning. We are about to enter year 4 this coming year. So yeah, we've got some good things going for us here at the Rock Creek School District USD 323. So specifically at St. George, we are focusing on relationships and relevance, and especially with relationships, we've got some good things going. We've got our PTO is expanding. We are hoping to improve our site council team this next year. We started Watchdogs this last year, where dads would come in and volunteer in our classrooms, which was really cool. We need to continue to reach out to businesses, though. We're a very rural district, and so businesses are kind of spread out. But yeah, just looking more into the business side of things and developing some relationships there are some goals moving forward. As far as relevance, we just hired a curriculum director within the district. She's organized some curriculum cadres, and they're beginning to look at some of the different subjects that we teach and trying to get more vertical alignment going on. Specifically with MTSS, we need to make some improvements. We've been doing MTSS at our school, but it aligns more with probably what a SIT team would be doing. And so yeah, we've got some improvements to be made for the MTSS model and what we need that to look like, especially moving into year 5 in the following school year, 2020-2021. We are moving to a K4 building instead of K6, which is exciting, but a lot of change happening. So responsive culture isn't an R that we're focusing on as much on, but this can align kind of with that MTSS model and tier time. Right now we're currently doing ability grouping for our whole group instruction, and that is something that is on the agenda to get changed moving forward. I know that ability grouping's been done at our school for quite some time, and a lot of the teacher mindsets are very focused as to the positives of ability grouping. And so taking my cultural diversity class has been really eye-opening for me to see how ability grouping can actually hurt students as well. So yeah, just moving forward, we've got to keep improving our MTSS and our SIT teams. So as far as rigor, sometimes I think we get this within our ability grouping as we're really stretching our highs, but then what's that look like for our lows? And so continuing to bring in more project-based learning opportunities is another goal moving forward with rigor. But as for my principal's leadership style or approach, I'd say he's a democratic leader, and the reason I say that is because he really does seek to get opinions from people. As part of the BLT team at our school, he really listens to us, but ultimately he has the final say. I had the chance to ask him some more about his leadership style, and he has said in the past when he's done interviews, he asks teams to sit with him to interview potential candidates, and even though he might feel more strongly about a candidate, if the rest of the team feels confident about another candidate, he'll check resources and he'll go with the candidate that they prefer, which I think is really cool. So as far as areas of school improvement that we need to continue to work on, we obviously have picked relationships and relevance for a reason, and so I think moving forward, those continue to need to be what we are working on within our building. I'd say that the relationship side of things, one of the things I am excited about that my principals mentioned, but if I was principal, I would want to do this as well, but community groups or family groups within the school where you got kids from all age ranges and all grade levels that come together as a family to meet with the teacher. I think this could really take us up a notch in regards to the relationship side of things. I think also, the MTSS model, we've got to continue to provide articles for staff to be reading about the harms of ability grouping so that we can continue to work on that moving forward. So just a couple standards that I wanted to tie into as to why I'd focus on those two things for relationships and relevance. Standard 2, ethics and professional norms. Effective educational leaders act ethically and according to professional norms to promote each student's academic success and well-being. Place children at the center of education and accept responsibility for each student's academic success and well-being. I think that ability grouping is a little more teacher-centered, in my personal opinion. It makes it easier for staff as opposed to maybe what's best for children. So standard 4, curriculum, instruction, and assessment. Effective educational leaders develop and support intellectually rigorous and coherent systems of curriculum, instruction, and assessment to promote each student's academic success and well-being, and promote the effective use of technology in the service of teaching and learning. Personally, I've tried to use technology in my classroom. And our technology plan has been to give technology to the upper grades and then it moves down. And personally, I think that needs to be something that's addressed, as the students who are younger are experiencing more tech than some of the olders. And so I think it needs to be adjusted, and we need to come up with a more equitable way of utilizing technology in our district. Standard 5, community of care and support for students. Effective educational leaders cultivate an inclusive, caring, and supportive school community that promotes academic success and well-being of each student. Create and sustain a school environment in which each student is known, accepted, and valued, trusted and respected, cared for, and encouraged to be an active and responsible member of the school community. I think by doing our community groups or family groups, we'd be able to obtain that even more so. So thanks for watching. This was a great assignment.